Yeah, so there I was, on my way, minding my own business, heading to lunch with my family, just enjoying the moment, when all of a sudden, crack! Yeah, there it was. The loudest sound you will ever hear inside of your car. A rock hitting the windshield out of nowhere, wasn't following any trucks. So today, I'm going to give you my full experience on how to get your windshield repaired on your Tesla. So this is my 2019 Tesla Model 3 SR Plus. I bought it brand new. It's about 7 years old, and it's had relatively no issues whatsoever. I've gotten tires, of course. I've tinted the windows. I had one issue where it showed a low coolant warning. Took it into service. They took care of that. But for the most part, this car has been absolutely trouble-free. And it still is technically, because this video is about a cracked windshield, which, that's kind of a luck of the draw kind of thing. We were just driving to lunch, and we were following a Model X, actually. There was no trucks nearby, nothing that should be kicking up rocks. And all of a sudden, that was the noise we heard. And sure enough, we had a little tiny crack. We parked it for lunch. It was still a little tiny crack. By the time I got home, it was a little bigger crack. And yeah, so I'm going to take you through all the details about how to get this thing fixed, going through insurance, taking it to Tesla, all that kind of stuff. This is the video for you if you've just experienced a cracked windshield on your Tesla. I'm going to take you through everything. It's actually kind of painless. Okay, so the process for setting up an appointment is rather easy. You just pull up the car that you want to have serviced, hit request service. This is going to be collision and glass, and we're going to do glass and windows, and you basically point to what you want repaired. Obviously, you have all different kinds of glass choices here: roof glass, back glass, even the mirrors. So then you hit next, and you tell it what's wrong with it. In this case, it was cracked, and then you hit submit. I'm not going to, oh, it gives you the estimate as well. I'm not going to hit submit because I already did all that, but I just wanted to show you the process and how easy it is to set up an appointment using the Tesla app. It's super drop dead simple. Yeah, so when it happened, you could see the impact point right here. And I tried to put the suction cup tube thing here to try to fix it, even though it says it doesn't, the kit doesn't fix linear lines. As soon as I put that on, turned around to go get the goop to spray in there, it went like to here. And then in the sun, it kind of continued on, and I'm surprised it didn't go any further. But that's what we're looking at right here. The original impact was about the size of my finger right there, and just grew from there. So if it's a chip or whatever, it's not gonna be affected too much. But as soon as you've got a little tiny crack, that crack's gonna grow. You have no time to really fix it or address it, so your windshield at that point is screwed. We are on our way to the local Tesla service center. It's about 3 miles from my house, and I wanted to talk a little bit about insurance and how that all works when it comes to windshields. If you have Tesla insurance, they handle everything. So you don't have to pay out of pocket. They contact Tesla Insurance, the service center, and them work hand in hand and work all that out. If, like, many people don't have Tesla insurance, for instance, I have Geico, and that means you need to pay the entire bill out of pocket, and then you submit the paperwork to your insurance company and you pay your deductible. Then they send you a reimbursement check. So that's how that works with other insurance companies when you go through Tesla. SafeLight was also an option to go with, and that might be something I do at a later date for a different video. Hopefully this doesn't happen again, but if it does, I think on my 2022 Model Y, which is older and takes a beating, I might try SafeLight and see how that process works. They at least come to your house and do everything right there on the spot, and you don't have to, lose your car for the day. I think I've seen, I can't confirm this, but I think they still get OEM glass. So in that regard, it shouldn't matter. But and then I think they also work hand in hand then with the insurance company, and there's no reimbursement stuff. So that's what I am looking at with my current situation and for this video, just want to take you through the process of what it's like going through Tesla to get your windshield replaced. So we will catch up as we get closer to the Tesla Service Center. Okay, rolling up on our local Tesla Service Center in Santa Clarita, California. It's amongst all the other dealers on Auto Center Drive, I think it is. Anyway, coming up on the service center, we have an 8 a.m. appointment. The garage doors, I can see, are not open yet. You could just leave it in a spot, open up the app, tell them that your car is here, and go from there. I have found that you get in the door faster if you actually wait in line. So I have an 8 a.m. appointment. It's 7:56, and there are a few Teslas ahead of me. So we'll see what this actually looks like and go from there. Interesting, we have a release candidate engineering prototype Cybertruck ahead of me. I thought those would be off the road by now, but somebody's still driving them around. Has the RC logo on the left side too, so not sure what it's in for, but kind of glad they're still on the road. All right, you know what? I don't need to do anything. I don't need to talk to anybody, so I'm going to throw it in this spot behind me and just start the service appointment with the app. And because I don't need to talk to anybody. It's a windshield, so they can come get the car. Oh, the weird thing about service appointments, doing it this way, is they don't need a key card. They could still drive your car and do all that kind of stuff. In fact, let me show you what's on the screen right now, because it knows I have an appointment and I am on site. So it says, open your Tesla app, follow the instructions to start your service appointment, stay updated, track the appointment progress in the app, review your service summary. So everything is guiding you toward the app, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So yeah, here I am at the local Tesla Service Center. We took delivery right over there, and I talked with that service advisor right there who's walking by there. And said if it's just the windshield and you've already checked in, just leave your car. You don't want to address anything else, just go ahead and leave it there. It says it should be done by 4 o'clock. It should be pickup with the app as well. You unlock the car again. They don't need a key card to take your car in, which is quite interesting. I could see if you have several issues that you want to address, you know, that's what this line is for. People want to talk to somebody. I kind of wanted to talk to somebody, but after I told him what we were doing, he said, yeah, just leave it there. We'll take it in and take care of it and all that kind of stuff. So it's just in for a windshield. I have a couple other things I do want to address on my 2019, which you can see right there between the two white cars, the X and the Y. That's my Model 3. That's my original Tesla that I got. It does need a new 12 volt. I realized I'm past the, I like changing it every 2 years. It's at 3 years, so we'll probably do a mobile service appointment on that. And there was something else. I forget what it was. Oh, brake fluid. It's past the brake fluid service check, and I don't know. We'll do another appointment for that. So anyway, just waiting for my ride and checking out the Tesla Service Center and Delivery Center and all that stuff. So again, everything super easy, super automated, super app friendly. Just tap, 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 and you're good to go. So we'll see how the end process is, if it's delivered as promised by 4 o'clock, which I think it will. We brought our car in. There's another video on this. We brought our Model Y Performance. We had a bad rear inverter stuck on the side of the road, had to have it towed here. It was here about 7 o'clock in the morning, and we just left it here, set up the appointment. It was technically for about 11 o'clock, I think was the appointment, and it was in the door by like 8:30, and they were already working on it. The car was ready by 3 o'clock in the afternoon for a rear inverter. So I don't know what your experience is at your local Tesla service centers, but this one so far has been pretty amazing. We'll see later today. All right, you join me back at the Tesla Service Center. This is, what are we at? 5:15 in the evening. It was promised at 4 o'clock, but it was not ready until about 4:55. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up our car. And one of the beauties of doing Tesla service, they are already closed, but I can still pick up the car. And what's amazing about that is I've already paid on the app, And you can see right there, service center is already closed. Both bays are closed on that window. But here is my car with the brand new windshield. So a couple things they told me on the phone. He actually called me, which was very cool. A couple things they told me was don't wash it for 48 hours and leave the tape on until tomorrow. And he also said it doesn't matter if you leave it in the sun or not. So very cool, brand new windshield. This was where the crack was. Obviously, they removed that. And let's see here. I don't know if you can tell. Yep, it is definitely Tesla OEM glass. Right there it says Tesla. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the app and go ahead and take delivery, I guess, of the car after the fact. So that way I can drive home. But couldn't be simpler. Already paid in the app at home. So the invoice has been paid. Now I just got to begin the pickup process is what the app says. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and get back inside. Okay, I did the pickup process. So the car has now been unlocked and is back in my possession. And that's that. That's pretty easy. So such a very cool and easy process. They said it was only going to take 1 day, and sure enough. All right, so a couple of things I do want to talk to you about. The process, super simple. I decided to go with Tesla in this case. Geico is, now I have to submit the paperwork to Geico, the invoice and the credit card and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully I'll get a check in the mail, or I don't know if it's going to be digital or not. That's a whole separate thing. They told me that Tesla if you have Tesla insurance, it just automatically happens and they do everything for you. So the question I think everybody's probably asking, is it worth getting the Tesla windshield insurance coverage? And I guess it depends on your luck. So like we have almost 170,000 miles across 3 different Teslas. And this is the first incident. So you kind of, I don't know, play the odds. If we were to do, $16 a month, that's what the windshield coverage costs, times 3 cars. I don't know if that's worth it then. We might as well just pay the deductible and play the odds. I'm not sure. It depends on your risk level assessment, I guess, when it comes to that sort of thing. It also depends on your deductible too. So that's that. That is our windshield repair experience from Tesla service. Couldn't be easier. I have had really good luck with this particular Tesla service center. They have been fantastic. Like I mentioned earlier, we had a rear inverter go bad on our Tesla Model Y Performance, and that was handled in less than a day. In fact, it was faster than this windshield repair. It was in at, I think I told you 7:30 or so, and it was out by, I want to say 3:30 it was ready for that motor inverter. So I don't know the details of each of those repairs. Maybe this one's a little longer. Maybe he had more windshields to do today than inverters that day. Who knows? But at the very least, Tesla service, I couldn't be happier. I hear all the horror stories. I read all the horror stories. I see them, online all the time. But that has not been my case in the last few service experiences with them. Granted, they're at this particular location only, and of course mobile service. I've had a few things come out, mainly 12-volt batteries. In fact, I need that for this car. It's kind of past due. I need to do that. So anyway, yeah, that's my experience with Tesla windshield replacement. Couldn't be easier. Do everything through the app, and don't worry about it. If this happens to you, I can safely say it was a very easy experience. Oh, I did want to point out something that happens after you get a windshield replacement. You can see that logo right there in the corner. It is recalibrating all the cameras because obviously this section has been replaced, or not replaced, but taken off and put onto the new windshield. So it's going to take a little bit for that to calibrate. Sometimes it takes longer than others, but that's also going to happen when you get your windshield replaced. So go ahead and tap. Oh, you can't tap on it. Usually it tells you what's going on. And that, so look at, you can see like it's a half circle to the left side. It keeps re-changing and going back to, let's say, 3 o'clock and then back to 6 o'clock. And it may, change quite often during the process. So just have a heads up on that's going to happen after getting your windshield replaced. Discovered this the next day. This kind of sucks. Can't prove it though that this was done by Tesla service, but pretty sure that wasn't us. Not much I can do about it. But looking at the piece here, looks like I can put some crazy glue here and there and stick it back in there. It'll probably be fine, but so frustrating and annoying. You can't bring in your car for, one thing and something else gets broken. I mean, it's in service. You broke it. Just fix it. You've got the knowledge and the pieces and everything right there. It would have been 5 minutes, but nope. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. It would totally mean the world to me. I totally appreciate you watching and getting all this information as I experience things with my Teslas, as they happen to me. Just driving along, boom, broken windshield. Sometimes it happens. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.